So I just picked up a new Crowley-Harris deck. It's a reprint from Germany. And a lot of people have been saying that the colors are much more vivid, and that's why I got it. I was just excited to try out a new Crowley-Harris deck. I got my first one, the large one here, in the early 2000s. I love this one, and I've got a smaller regular sized one as well. Those are both from US Games, so I just thought I'd show a side-by-side comparison. And if you don't know the Crowley-Harris Thoth deck, this will give you an idea of some of the images. So here's the Chariot card. The one on the right is the reprint. The one on the left is the US Games version. The reprint is beautiful. It's beautifully rendered as well, but I love the deeper gold. And I'm not sure how much that comes across on the camera here, but I love the deeper gold on this one here. But they're both great. And you notice this one is slightly smaller. The reprint is slightly smaller. And the cards are a little bit more slippery when shuffling. So that's not a problem. That's not an issue at all. It's actually quite nice to shuffle and to handle, but so is this one. So I'd say they're equal in that way, just slightly different. And here's Adjustment, or Justice if you're a Rider-Waite-Smith person who's only been using that deck or those type of decks. In this deck it's called Adjustment. It's also number 8 in this deck as opposed to number 11 as it is in the Rider-Waite-Smith. But again, you can see the difference in the colors. This one's pretty close actually. Even in real life it's very close. The Hermit, I love the Hermit deck. Hermit card in this deck, I should say. Yeah, it's hard to say. This one is, in this case, a little bit more vivid maybe on the reds anyways, but this one's more vivid on the yellows and golds shining out from the crystal. The Wheel of Fortune, or just Fortune. The green on this one appears to me, the greenish hues anyways, appear to be a little bit deeper and richer. But that's fine. This is really well done. It's a beautiful deck. I would recommend it. Definitely, you can't have too many Crowley-Harris decks, in my opinion. I'm not a Rosicrucian or a Thelemite or anything like that, but I've been working with this deck for many, many years, and I just love it. I love the symbolism. I love the artwork, and it just takes me really deep. The only one thing I might say, a couple of minors here. Let's do that. You can see this one's definitely a different shade in the new reprint compared to the first one. The first one certainly looks more like the Suit of Wands. It's a bit more orangey, but that's fine. The only one thing, the one drawback I would say I've ever thought about with the Thoth deck, and I have an idea now, and that is the wording at the bottom, especially on the minors. I kind of wish it wasn't there so that I could just look at the symbolism and the colors and the astrological symbolism as well. For example, the sun in Aries on this one. And just from my knowledge of what I know about Three of Wands from my studies and from my own experiences in life, as opposed to that word sort of locking me into something. But that's just, you know, it's up to you really. I'm just saying what I feel about it. And maybe what I'll do with this new one is if I can find a way to maybe just white it out or something but it wouldn't interfere with the shuffling. I'd have to make sure, so that maybe on this new reprint I'll do that. I'll just get rid of the words in some way. If I can keep the cards smooth for shuffling, I'm not sure. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. I just wanted to give a quick run through. I was excited about this deck, and it's still a great deck if you want to get it. I also have the big one, like I said, and the great thing about this deck, the larger one, this is also from US Games, by the way, is you can see the beautiful artwork and all the symbolism in all its glory. So I would definitely recommend that if you feel drawn to the Crowley-Harris or Thoth deck at all. All right, so that's it. Wishing you an awesome day. Radiant blessings.